Hey, this is Matt Hensley from Flogging. Thanks for checking me out on ChicoGrid.com. I didn't think it was going to go quite this far. We all believed in ourselves, and I think in the very beginning we were just working on what we were doing, like what exact sound we're going to have, or kind of like how dynamically we're going to be a band. And then once we figured that out, we started to kind of travel outside our comfortability level. Like we went to San Luis Obispo, San Jose. We played places, and we did really well in these places. So right about that time, we started really believing that we could do this anywhere. It's just people will shut you down at first. They don't believe in it. They'll laugh at the idea of what we're doing. And we've been told that a million times when we were very beginning. You know, people were like, that you will never be commercially successful. You'll just be nothing but a bar band for the rest of your lives. Okay, fuck you.
All right, so we had a little trouble with the sound check in there.
I didn't hear a word you just said.
But now we're out getting some fresh air, cruising around Chico. So you said you've been here a few times. We know you played at the school, a few smaller bars and venues in Chico. What do you think of the town?
I love the town. Like I said, every time we've ever played here, the reception we've got here has always been really excellent. This city has always treats us really good. I go to the Irish pubs around here and play music a lot. Always treat me really good. They get me drunk for free most of the time. No complaints.
So if you didn't know, according to Playboy in 1986, Chico was the #1 party school.
I heard that.
Trying to get that title back. Is there any crazy stories or anything that's taken place on your tours through Chico before?
I'm sure there has been, sir. I'm a happily married man. I have no comment. You know, I don't know if we have a typical fan. I mean, we kind of have like such a range of fans. We have little guys, little tykes running around with like onesie Flogging stuff on, and we have older gentlemen and ladies that are, you know, in their 70s and 80s that like Flogging. I like to think that we have like a pretty good cast of people from almost every kind of person to every kind of age. Obviously, we probably have a lot of Irish people in the crowd, you know, and people that like Irish music. It's like almost a no-brainer. But we actually have a lot of people that don't necessarily only like that kind of gig, but come to Flogging because I think it's more than just about being Irish, you know. The first instrument I ever really played was probably the guitar when I was maybe 11 or 12. Music's always been a part of my life. I think music's been a part of most people's lives in one way or another, I think, but I grew up, you know, skateboarding, so music was always like a big part of what we were doing. And, you know, what cassette tapes that you got like a cool kick-ass, you know, jam to roll, you know, to skateboard the ramp with made a big difference. So for me, music always had a big influence on like who I was, what I was, like what I looked like, everything. So it's always been a major part of my life. Just kept on playing music and played guitar, then bought a banjo literally, and then about 3 weeks after the banjo I bought an accordion, and then I've never looked back.
Nice.
I knew like this was my ridiculous calling, but this is what it was.
All right, again, we'd like to thank Flogging Molly, Senator Theater, and most of all, our boy Matt here. Anything you'd like to say, some last words for Chico?
Man, just thank you guys very much for always giving Flogging Molly a ton of love, man. We love coming back here, and you guys treat us swell every time, man. Cheers.